One of the biggest complaints I hear about in this industry from people like yourself is that clients aren't paying. There's not enough money out here. People not paying what I'm worth. I don't get top dollar for my services or my skills. Maybe you don't look like you're worth a lot. And there's a lot of things you're doing to make it look that way. Sometimes you're doing way too much. Today, that's what we're going to talk about. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? My name is Ty Turner here at FlashFilm Academy, and this is a channel designed for content creators like yourself who want to turn their passion into profit. We're not doing lighting tutorials here, fam. We're going to talk about how to get that bag, how to make money with your camera, and how to put food on your family's table. Because we live in a world where every single company needs content daily. And if you're not eating, go find a mirror, point a finger at it, and that's the person you need to blame. Here, we keep it real, and we're going to get into a topic today as to why you're not getting what you think you're worth. It isn't that you aren't worth what you're asking for. It's that you may not have invested enough into yourself to demonstrate that, to show that. A lot of people say they're good people, and that's just in the inside because they know themselves, but they don't do a good job at portraying that, at displaying that. And the number one thing I see photographers or videographers do is they try to do too much. They have websites that say they do everything. They are the jack of all trades and the ace of none. And this is not a way to show value. Now, let me give you an example because a lot of people have not picked up a business book and they're in business. And a very reputable rule in business say that if you try to do everything, you will not get paid well to do nothing. Think about it. All of the stores you go to that sell everything can only compete on price. Walmart is a price shopping store. They sell everything. Amazon compete in price. They sell everything. But guess what? If I go to Home Depot, I may spend a little more money for items to help improve my home because I'm going to a specialist for it. If I went to a store that sold tools and just tools, they're going to be a little more expensive than Walmart or Home Depot. However, I go there knowing that I'm willing to spend that because I'm going to talk to somebody who can directly help me with my tool issue or my tool problem. They are there to solve an issue that I need. You know off the top of your head that if you own a BMW and you take it back to the dealership, you're going to spend more money than if you take it to a place that fixes every car. However, you understand that the level of expertise there is worth it. You need to think of your business like that. You need to simplify what you do down to 3 things. Stop being a headshot photographer, a group photographer, a dog photographer, a mom photographer. Stop being a music video producer, a corporate video producer, a testimonial video producer. Stop being that because you're looking like Walmart right now. And it's very hard to attract new clients when they go to your website and it's all over the place. In this field where things are creative, people are subjective. They're scared to spend money on something that can be a hit or a miss and they can't get out of it. It's not a tangible item. It's not a screwdriver. You pay money for a screwdriver, they put one in your hand. It's a flathead. I need a flathead. I'm fine. It's creative, artistic, subjective material. They don't want to spend money with you if they can't guarantee or at least feel really good about that purchase. When you are a subject matter expert, they feel way more comfortable spending money with you because this is all you do. Most people think that they need to start with 5 and 10 items, and you don't. You need to do less. When I simplified my business to do 3 major things, I took off doing those three major things. Now you would think that, hey, I don't appeal to everybody. It's not a lot of people that want to do this, that, or the other. That's not true. If you say, I just want to do corporate event photography, that's it. There is a large market of people that want exactly what you offer, and they're willing to pay more than to bringing in a wedding photographer or a dog photographer to do that. They feel way more comfortable spending $200, $300, $400 an hour for a guy that's specialized in corporate photography than a guy that does everything. I learned this because I used to do wedding photography and I used to do corporate photography, and I had them on one site and nobody would call me. When I split them to two different sites, you would be surprised at how I would get brides and grooms say, oh, all the other guys that called us, they were corporate photographers. Or I would get corporate gigs and they would be like, only wedding photographers hit us up. That's crazy. Clients don't understand that. It's the same thing. They don't know that if you can expose for a wedding, you can properly expose for a corporate photography gig. Their mind don't work like that. Your mind does, because this is what you do. Simplifying what you do is one of the most valuable lessons you will learn in all of business. Simplifying what you do is one of the most valuable lessons you will learn in all of business. Now, had you picked up a business book, you would have read this in the early chapters, but it's cool, you didn't. I got you. Some of the greatest companies in the world started with one product. Coca-Cola, one product. McDonald's, one product. The cheeseburgers and fries, that's all you got. Raising Cane's does just chicken fingers. Apple started with just the Macintosh. When you go into this business trying to have 5 and 6 and 7 items, it will backfire on you. People will spend more money on subject matter experts. Here's some examples. Think about Starbucks. You'll spend $5 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks, and the coffee is not really better than coffee anywhere else. McDonald's has great coffee, but because McDonald's don't specialize in coffee, they gotta sell it for 50 cents a cup. Meanwhile, Starbucks is making $3, $4 a cup. McDonald's probably sell more coffee than Starbucks, but because Starbucks is getting it at $5 a while, they don't need to sell as many. And they don't need to provide as much customer service because they're only selling 10 cups a day compared to McDonald's that's selling 300. Your business needs to work like that. You need to simplify what you do so you can sell a higher ticket item to less people. It's less of a headache. It's less you have to worry about. It's less you have to deal with and less you have to work. Oh my God! Wow! When people go into Walgreens and they have arthritis problems and they see regular Tylenol for $8, they skip on over to the arthritis Tylenol. That's $15. And they spend more because it addressed their direct need. That item is designed to go right after their pain point. Literally. Pick 3 things, very detailed things you want your business to do, like medical testimonials. That's it. Don't do clothing testimonials. Do medical testimonials. Do headshots for pilots. Do executive level group shots, or maybe hairstylist brand videos. Don't go after what you think pays the most. You will not be successful. Because in the beginning, when you get the ball rolling on being a subject matter expert and you're just chasing money, you will burn out. That's why a lot of YouTube channels aren't around long. They're making 10 cents a month off YouTube. It's hard to keep doing that unless you love it. Make these 3 things you really love, you really know about, you can really speak intelligently about. I promise you, no matter how crazy you think it is, you can make a business out of it. Think I'm tripping? Some farmer sat on his porch one day, seen a cow take a dump, came back a month later and noticed that the grass was greener where he took a dump. So he shoveled it in a bag, called it fertilizer, and he made millions off of it. That was his passion. He found a way to create a product from what he loved. It's the dumbest thing ever that people are rushing to the store to buy cow poop, but it's a $20 billion industry. If you're of any age, you know about Pet Rock. Guy in the 70s sold pet rocks. He was passionate about it. That was his thing. In today's money, he walked away with about $27 million. Dude's set for life for selling rocks. The thing I'm trying to tell you is choose 3 things that you are passionate about when it comes to photography or videography. When it comes to doing graphics, maybe you do explainer videos. Maybe you only do training videos for food companies. Be that subject matter expert. Be Krispy Kreme. Don't be Dunkin' Donuts that sell 50 different donuts. Krispy Kreme make money off pretty much a glazed donut. And people would say they got the best glazed donut there is. And people spend 5 times what they spend at Dunkin' Donuts or a box of donuts from Kroger to buy this glazed donut because Krispy Kreme specializes in glazed donuts. Sounds crazy when you look at it that way, but that's how you become successful in this industry. Now that you've picked your 3 things, and they need to be very specific. Things like specializing in clothing photography for outdoor swimwear or sports photography for lacrosse. Be that specific. Don't be broad, because now you can build your brand around your 3 specific items. So let's just say you decided you wanted to be a hairstylist promo video shooter. You want to shoot videos for hairstylists. That's all you want to do. Maybe testimonials from clients, but you want to sell to every hairstylist in your area that has a website and they need a video explaining who they are, what they do. Perfect for their website, their social media, their Instagram, and wherever they advertise. You can easily look up information in your area about who is your target audience. Is it a male or a female? Oh, 90% of them are females. Cool. What's their age range? Usually between 23 and 40. Perfect. What's their income? They make about 50 to 60,000 a year. Now I know where to price my videos. Now I know where to advertise my services. Now I know who to go after. So when you say, I don't got clients, nobody's buying, they're not buying from general people. But if I'm a company that specializes in hairstylist video or photography, I now know where my clients are. It's easy for me to go after these people because now I can build a brand that appeals to them. Instead of being Johnny's Photography, my brand is now called Hair Photos Inc. or Videos for Hair. Now I appeal to my target audience. And when they have to choose between Hair Photos Inc. or John Smith Photography, who do you think they're going to choose? Now I can go into a Yellow Pages, find every hairstylist in my area and send out flyers, mailers. Now I know when I go to Facebook or Google to create advertisement, I'm not competing for the term photography, but I'm competing for hairstylist photography. And guess what? That's only 2 cents a click compared to $4. Now my little $50 in advertisement does way more than it did when I tried to compete with everybody. See where I'm going with this? It's a whole lot easier to be successful when you know your 3 items. Choose one if you want. Now I'm not spending money trying to spread up $100 on 50,000 keywords. Google will gladly take your money, but I can go on Facebook and say, hey, I want to advertise only to people who list themselves as beauticians in this area. Now I can create a video that can get their attention. Now they're calling me. Now because I have a portfolio that shows nothing but hair videos, there's no chance a regular Joe photography can touch me. And guess what? My price is a lot more because I specialize in this. And they know that they can either go with a guy that has dog videos on his page, or they can go with a guy that has nothing but hair videos that is successful at marketing hair companies. They'll have a better return on investment when they go with me. I now appear to be way more valuable. And because this is the industry that I work and play in every day, I can go in there and be intelligent and have a conversation about that industry where they know I know about the hair industry. And I'm not just a regular Joe, like, do you want to focus on what would you, I don't know. You want me to light the hair like this? No. Now that I know I'm a beautician videographer, I can go find 3 of the top beauticians in the area. I can go shoot their videos for free to build my portfolio. I can then leave with a testimonial from the top 3 beauticians in the area. Now I'm the subject matter expert. And if you've purchased my course on building a portfolio, you know I talk about this in that course. You think I'm giving a lot away for free? Imagine what you get in a paid course. Enough with the self-plugs. You have to look at the business in this form or fashion. You are not successful right now because you don't appeal to anyone specifically. You're trying to get them to pay top dollar as if they know what you can do well, and they don't. So go 3 layers deep when you're trying to decide what you want to do. Understand who those target audiences are. Then build your brand around those people. Appeal to those people. Your website should be full of beauty shop shots, hair shots, and running dogs if those are your 3. Then it's a lot easier and advertisement becomes a whole lot cheaper and more effective once you target those people. And because you're working with those people and this is all you work with, you can walk in the door with the knowledge to be able to instruct those people on how to grow their business. Hey, I did this with this client. It worked perfectly. That's how you show value. That's how you get out of the rat race of competing with price. People who don't know business compete with price. I'm not competing with price. I'm the Bentley of what I do. I'm the Rolls Royce of what I do. You can compete with price, but that's because you try to do everything. I only do this. I'm the best in the area at it. And if you want the best, you got to pay for the best. This is also how you get into the game at a whole lot lower price point than you think you need to. Businesses go out of business because they try to compete everywhere. And you spend money like crazy and it don't cost that much. On top of the fact that once you start doing business with your hairstylist as their hairstylist, videographer, or photographer, they're going to come back to you for every other video service or photography service under the sun. They're gonna have you shooting their family portraits. They're gonna have you shooting everything you can think of. Parties, bar mitzvahs, everything. Because now you're their go-to person. Work your way in through one avenue, do everything. That's how you build relationships with clients. They're going to refer you to other beauticians and other barbers who are going to not only have you shoot their work stuff, but other things. They're gonna say, hey, do you do this? Of course I do it. Hey, can you shoot this? They're not even gonna haggle you for price or ask you for examples. They're gonna know you did a great job with the other stuff, so we trust you to do anything you say you can do. The game is easy once you learn it. This is why it's important to invest in the business side of what you do. And I'm not just looking for a shameless plug, but those of you who've purchased the course on how to build an effective portfolio know this information. It is important to read and grow and grab a business book or grab a business audio book and learn the inner workings of businesses. I tell people all the time, it's that apple pie theory. Everybody has tasted an apple pie. You can eat an apple pie every day of your life and consume nothing but apple pies. But I guarantee you, you won't be able to go make one. There's no way to determine the temperature of the oven based off the taste of an apple pie. You have to go out of your way to learn how to make an apple pie. So the business side works just that way. Though you've been a consumer for all of your life, it doesn't mean you can look at and figure out how to do this. If you have not taken the time to learn about the business side, you won't make it. I can give you every ingredient in the world to make an apple pie right now, and you can't guess the temperature of that oven to save your life. Anyway, I am going to ask that if you like this video, if this video taught you anything, share it with your friends, share it with other people who are in this industry. Post it on your Reddit feed, post it in your Facebook group, post it on Twitter, and hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.